The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. But tonight we start Week 14 of the NFL season with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Detroit Lions. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yellow, 22. Black ultra. Black shot. Ready?
Here's Ritter now to throw on their first play. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
What a start here to the ball game. You get the good kick return, followed by a quick first down through the air. If this defense isn't careful, they might be looking at a deficit before they know what hit them.
Back to throw, Ritter. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back,
he's got it in, complete, touchdown. And Xavier Worthy with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Lions need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At their own 22-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So illegal touching, Charles. If you set foot out of bounds as a receiver, you can't be the first to touch it.
You nailed it on that one. You've got to be mindful of the sideline.
So the penalty now moves it up. It's 2nd and 10. Prescott now. Left side to Lamb. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Charles, Thursday night game. think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming in?
Guys, man, complete. This well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Prescott to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets right down on that one. You talk about this Lions defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the passer, number 28.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Go, get out there.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Aubrey good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you've got that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Ritter back to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time with a sack. 3rd and 9 here.
7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Ready?
Ritter to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds. It looks like right at the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Here we go. 6:33. 6. Mega. Set.
Going for it on 4th down. It's Ritter. It's Complete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You want some explanations.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down. You talk about this Lions defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is a #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Well, this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
7-7, our score after 1. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. This is 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 8-yard line.
Now Prescott going to change the play. They'll try and run again with Blue. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Prescott. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Property on for the Cowboys field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's #1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Ready.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
Absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
2nd and a couple.
Here we go. Drill, blaster, sit, steal, right. Ready?
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. This one swung out to Montgomery. A gain of 5 good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Ritter. He'll get that complete to the rookie from Arkansas. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
That was a really nice job there, stretching zone coverage by running that route deep enough before breaking it back towards the sideline and being open.
And a precise throw for the reception of the first. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Ritter off the play fake. He's got it at the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain of 32 that time. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down in the 3.
As long as the air attack has gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Yellow, 22. 22, get up. Set, go.
Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play of our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
To throw is Prescott. It's complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On first down, it's Blue. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Second and 7.
Kill, kill, kill. Yeah. There we go. Wait. Hey, 47.
Now Prescott. Drops it to Boone. Complete. No gain on the play. 3rd and 7 now. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And that will be incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept away, and boom, over the crossbar.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Ready.
And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
Wide open.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready.
2nd and 10. Here's Ritter. And the defense loses him. It's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
That's good for a Lions. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Blue 32. Red cycle. Red yellow. Ready.
Ritter now. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Field flat. Set hut. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete right side. It's to Shaw. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Here we go. 52 blue. Cluster 6. Ten cycles.
Ritter fires quickly out wide. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Bates' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more. But I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over. But he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Out of his end zone, Prescott. He hits Blue. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. And taken right at the 35. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. So he stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Back to throw, Ritter. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Let's go. Ready?
Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Black. 22 meter. Blue green. Blue striker. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught right side by Worthy. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Ready. Shot. Right blue. Set. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Lamb will go in motion. Prescott now. And it is caught. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing, Prescott. That is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. In motion, the tight end. They'll throw again. Prescott completes this one to Pickens. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down. Here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down. Prescott to throw it. Eluding the pressure. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. Flush to his right. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Prescott. It's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. That's Carey finds Derek Gray. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ritter to throw it. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Ready?
Ritter from the gun. Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick.
Something crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
We're going to 54 right here. Go, get through. We're going to 54 right here.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Man, hits him in stride. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jaden Blue, 40 yards. And the Cowboys will add to their fourth quarter lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Cowboys 27, Lions 17. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Ready.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they'll have to try and battle back from the two-score deficit. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
2nd and 17 at the 28-yard line.
Ritter. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 30.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front. Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now a 2nd and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Green. Black, ultra. Red, yellow. Yellow, go red. Ready?
4th down, big play. Here's Ritter. Able to find the open man. That's complete. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
25 yards on the play. That's good. Lions, 1st down.
Here's Ritter. Touchdown for Detroit. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That's going to be caught by Pickens. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, here we go. Hey, Kill.
To throw is Prescott. Open man, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run the blue. But I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Prescott. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play.
Here we go, 46. Yeah, here we go. I take 20. 26.
Here's Prescott. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jaden Blue, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead. Aubrey now for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Cowboys 34, Lions 24. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
You don't look. Come on, set. 60 red. Blue struck. White. White. Six. Mega. Ready?
Now Ritter. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Ritter. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, 65 yards. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
31.
So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. As they'll talk things over.
I do got a mic, bro.
2nd down play.
I just didn't have it plugged in.
Throwing here, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, I just didn't have it turned on. My fault.
He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Prescott to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, and that should be
That man quick hike the hell out of me right there. He quit hike the hell out of me, and I'm over here trying to turn my mic back off.
mascot. He's going to change things up here.
47.
So offense moving a little too slow there. Could not get set, and they get the penalty. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They go with blue between the tackles.
Wow. He just ran right around me, bro. It started off with Pickens getting mossing on my player. And then, some bullshit. Just run commit, bro. Just run commit. That's all. And you run commit, nigga still just get blocked. GG, Eli.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Cowboys, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it's their very first clunker of the year as they'll fall to 12.